contempt, and certain kind of penalties. So that's why the injunction is important and is different from simply ruling that something is unconstitutional and you have to stop doing it. The actual injunction gives the court some more teeth to enforce its by eliminating that. And again, Justice Coney Barrett says this in no uncertain terms in her opinion. She literally says, I'm almost quoting, of course the executive branch has to follow the law, but that doesn't mean that this court has the power to force them to. She really is just setting up a system, and it's a vision of the government that some people have. Well, under the separation of powers, the court announces what the law is, the executive is supposed to follow, but the court doesn't actually have the ability to truly force them to. That's where the term constitutional crisis comes from, right? The branches, one branch tells the other branch, I'm responsible for interpreting the law. You are doing something unconstitutional. You are doing something contrary to a statute. And what is the view of some of the people in the Trump regime? Okay, that's interesting. That's the Supreme Court's view of what the law is. We happen to have a different view. So we're going to continue to act in accordance with our view. And now let's see what happens. That's a constitutional crisis.
Deliberate approach.
Yeah, it's frustrating, and it's I don't know. it's just going. It seems that every decision is being tailored to reinforce Trump's power, and this along with the immunity decision. It's I don't know. It's like how do we fix this? I don't know.
Someone did point out that there, and I didn't look this up, but he's a very smart guy, and I should do the research. That there's an old statute on the books that there's supposed to be one Supreme Court justice for every circuit.
Yeah.
And it increased to 9 at a time when the country had increased to 9 different judicial circuits. But now we have more than 9.
We have 13.
So one really good argument, so the argument goes, I haven't done the research myself, is that we should just go up to 13 because that would maintain one justice per, but of course, doing that while Trump is the president and the Senate
does not help
by the Republicans would not be good for the country. I don't know. Will there ever be reform where we expand the size of the court? I don't know. I hope. We got to do something. I mean, because obviously we now have an entrenched majority that is that's lawless. I mean, that they really reach whatever result they want. When originalism works, originalism's great. When originalism doesn't work, they switch to a different horse. But they always seem to find a quote-unquote principled way to reach exactly the result that politically they favor. It's funny how that works out.
So true. Thanks, Steve, and thanks for the stuff. So there's actually I'm like Blake McCarty here. So there is a room called Supreme Court Confidential. Is that what you're doing? Is that what people tell you?
I forget.
It's a house.
It's been that way for.
It's like Deep State Patriots. Is that a room or
a
club or a house?
I don't know why I missed that. Okay, because I thought you were just doing it. All right, because feel free to promote it, because as we promote
what I will do is I will go. I discovered now, which I really was not focused on, that there's something called a waiting room.
Yeah.
There are lots and lots of people who are waiting to be members because I guess I have to approve them. So maybe
Well, you can change that. There's a. If you go in, but yeah.
All right,
thanks, Steve. Okay, I wanted to get to Elle and to Marshall, who haven't spoken. Also, I feel guilty because I was about to call Andrew, because Andrew has been pretty active in the chat room, putting links in there. And Andrew, if you want to come back and explain yourself, talk about some of the links that you put in the chat, we would love that. Anyway, let's go to Elle and then Marshall and